Hello and welcome, my name is Sarah, and today I'm going to show you some great ways to use canned foods. If you have a little bit of a sweet tooth and you want to utilize some canned peaches, this is the perfect recipe for that. To start, take your peaches and cut them into tiny little pieces. I simply sliced mine, but if you like smaller pieces of peaches in your muffins, you can cut them smaller. And once those are all cut up, you can set it to the side and we can start working on the batter. In a bowl, you're going to combine all of the dry ingredients, which is flour, sugar, some cinnamon, ginger, baking powder, and salt, and you're just going to whisk that all together. Once that's all combined, you can set it to the side, and now we're going to work on our liquid ingredients. Add oil to a container and then add some egg. And then mix that together so that it creates a homogeneous mixture. Then you can add the milk, and you should also add the vanilla here, but I forgot. So with the vanilla, you can mix everything together. And then once that's done, you're going to take your dry ingredients and pour the liquid ingredients over it. Mix it all together, and as you can see, I remembered the vanilla now, so I added it here. And then again, mix everything until it comes together. And then you're going to finally add your cut peaches, and you're going to fold that in, and you're going to try and mix it as little as possible. It should make this nice batter texture. And now that the batter's all made, we're going to take a muffin sheet and line it with some muffin liners. If you don't have muffin liners, you can just grease it with some oil, but I like to add that nice little touch. Then you're going to take your batter and spoon it into each liner. I managed to fill 10 muffins. If you want to make some smaller muffins, you'll be able to make 12, but I wanted them to be a pretty good size. As a final touch, you're going to add some cinnamon sugar on top of each muffin. It'll add a nice little crunch on top and a nice little splash of flavor as well. These muffins are absolutely delicious. The peaches add a nice little softness, and the cinnamon and ginger really add a nice warm spice flavor. The sugar top adds a nice little crunch. This muffin is great for a sweet treat, and also if you like sweet breakfasts, it is perfect for that as well. There are a large variety of canned vegetables that can be used, and I really am particular to this taco casserole. So all you need is some black beans, some canned corn, and some canned diced tomatoes. And when you uncan your beans, make sure you rinse off all that extra juice. Now in a greased casserole dish, you're going to pour your diced tomatoes, all your corn, and all your beans in there, and you're also going to add about 2 cups of rice, and then an additional 2 cups of water. Now you can add your seasonings, which for me are paprika, cayenne, coriander, oregano, chili powder, garlic powder, black pepper, and some salt. Now you're going to mix everything up until it's spread evenly across the casserole dish. Then you can put it in the oven at 350 for about 40 minutes. This is the perfect kind of set it and forget it dish. It is packed full of flavor and it is absolutely delicious. I like to pair mine with some nacho chips. This dish is packed full of flavor and packed full of veggies. If you want to use some canned vegetables, I really recommend making this dish. While this tuna salad uses a good amount of canned tuna, it also utilizes some fresh vegetables as well. So with this cucumber, you're going to cut it into a bunch of tiny little pieces. Once you're done cutting up the cucumber, you can set it aside, and then you're going to cut up some green onion into a bunch of tiny little slivers. Set that aside, and then you're going to finish all these fresh things with some fresh dill. You're going to cut it up into tiny little pieces, kind of like a mince, and then you are done with all the fresh ingredients. Now you're going to take 2 cans of tuna and you're going to open them and then drain them of any excess juice. Then in a large bowl, you're going to combine all of the tuna and all of the fresh ingredients you just cut up. Then you're going to squeeze in some mayo and some salt and black pepper, and then you're going to mix everything up until everything is evenly coated. And with that done, you can take your bread, I toasted mine, and just spread that tuna filling as thick or as thinly as you want. I like to make mine a little thick just to give the sandwich some bulk. The tuna and the cucumbers play really nice together. The dill adds a delicious tang, and everything is just really well balanced. That brings an end to this canned food video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you want to see more, you can hit that subscribe button. And if you have any suggestions for other canned foods, you can leave it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.